Hey guys, Lesbelle here. I know I've posted a few videos of my pre-surgery, like what I was doing there, and then I posted the one after surgery. Um, my mom actually has a couple of videos of me talking to a nurse. I haven't watched them yet, so I may put that in later. Um, but as of today, I am 1 week and 1 day post-surgery. Um, it has been one of the hardest weeks that I've had in a while. Um, it's really hard to get up and like move around without being really off balance. The what they call it, the splint that they have on my ankle for recovery right now is really heavy, and then I'm also on crutches, so I have to. I was told to keep my foot elevated above my hip at all times unless I have to go to the restroom or I have to get up and like just kind of move a little bit to keep from getting a blood clot. Um, and then if I take a bath, um, I have to take a black garbage bag, one of the heavy duty ones, and duct tape it at the top because the splint itself cannot, and literally it cannot get wet, or I have to go back to my doctor because the splint will move, and then get a new splint, and that splint has to stay on for a month. So I'm not excited about any of this. Yesterday I didn't have a single pain pill, and I'm paying for it right now. I'm actually in a lot of pain. I can't sleep. I haven't slept all night. But the good news is they showed me the pictures of of my ankle, and I'm so happy about it. They showed me the before picture of how bad it was, and then they showed me like after they had fixed all the ligaments and like repaired them and everything, like what that looked like, and it actually looked like a normal ankle. So I'm super excited about that. But I go for my checkup, I guess, is what they're going to call it, on Monday at 9 a.m. I'm not a fan of mornings, and I haven't even seen the incision or anything. When I woke up from surgery, I didn't feel nauseous. I felt perfectly fine, like I'd woken up from a nap, which is wonderful. And then it took 5 days until I had a bowel movement, which is not too good. And that was even with being on medications. Because pain pills, if most people don't know this, they can cause constipation. So I was on them, and then I was also on a stool softener to kind of help alleviate that, and that didn't really help. So the very next day, I was in some pain, so I took one of my pain pills, and I get a little, like, my stomach feels upset, like a little nauseous, but I felt fine. For once, I had felt fine. I had eaten really good, and after I ate, I took my pain medicine. So then, that was, I want to say that was about 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish. So about 9:15, 9:30. So like an hour, between an hour or a little more later, started feeling a little sick to my stomach. That wasn't a fun feeling, and I was having a great time with hubby and like talking and cutting up, and then all of a sudden I was just like, I need you to get me the small garbage can. And when he stood up, he's like, want me to just grab you the big one that we have sitting over in our dining room? I was like, yeah, and you want to hurry. He literally handed it to me, and I threw my head down in it and threw my guts up. I felt bad because that was a waste of really good food. It was a great meal. And I'm a mommy's girl. And I will always be a mommy's girl. I can't help that. I literally FaceTime my mom right after because I know that she would make me feel better. So yeah, that wasn't too fun. So my stomach started hurting about 11:15 that night, but it wasn't like a nausea hurting or anything like that. It was like a hungry hurt, which was a good thing. I still had some of my food left over because I got chicken quesadillas from the cookout, and for the sides on the tray, you can get 2 more quesadillas. That's what I did because it's 2 meals for me, and I didn't want to eat it because I was afraid to get sick again. So my mom ordered me Jimmy John's, and I literally scarfed down just about all of my sandwich. I only had like that much of it left, and I couldn't eat anymore. And I had like one fork. Like I had my pickle cut into 4, so I had one spear left, and it was really really good. And I didn't get sick on that one. I don't know like if it might have been like the spiciness of the chipotle or the amount of chipotle that they had put on my quesadillas that upset my stomach. But I have nausea medication as well that I have prescribed to me because like a lot of times like I do get kind of nauseous when I eat gluten. So I will take one of those beforehand if I know for a fact that I want to have gluten that day. Because it's it's not celiac disease, but it's like a mild allergy is what they call it. So there's like a huge difference in everything. I'll talk about it in a different vlog. Um, but I literally, when I was starting to feel sick, I took one of those. They're very quick at dissolving. You stick it on your tongue, it dissolves really fast, and it starts acting fast. Usually within 10 minutes, I'm usually fine. No more than it dissolved, and I swallowed the last little bit. I, that's when it all happened. Like, it was that fast. So I'm really, really, really not happy about that. I feel like I've lost a little weight since surgery. I have to rely a lot on my husband because it's so hard for me to get up. Let me tell you how hard it is for me to make myself food. I didn't want to bother him yesterday. So I got up and I made myself some oatmeal. So as I was getting the butter out of the refrigerator, because I put butter in my boiling water and then I add a little extra after the oatmeal's done, I was on my crutches and everything was fine. And I reached in to grab the butter, and I don't know if it was because my crutch that goes on my left side was on clothes or what, but I lost my balance and I had to grab the refrigerator door handle. So when I did that, I broke it. And I feel really bad about that. But I finished making the oatmeal and everything, and it was really good. But I had to have my husband put it into a bowl because being on the crutches, I can't like reach up because of the imbalance. And then um he had to bring it to me as well. And then he woke up this morning, and I know that he feels stressed, and I feel like I'm being a burden on him because not only does he have to take care of me and make my food and get me like bottles of water and make sure that I'm okay and help me with my baths, he's also having to take on doing the dishes, doing his laundry, cleaning the house, feeding the dogs, letting them in and out. Because we take turns on that part. We let them in and out equally. And I mainly feed the dogs. Like, most of the time I don't even ask him to. Unless, I know for a fact I'm running a little late and I see that their water bowl is empty or their food bowl is empty. I'll say, hey, can you give them some food? Or give them some water. Which is really rare because I'm really good at keeping up with that. But he's also had to take on doing dishes and all the housework, and on top of taking care of me and having to go to work 8 hours a day Oh, he's actually working more than 8 hours. He's getting overtime right now because it's the busy season. But he has to get up at 3:25 every morning. And I feel so bad that I can't do anything really for myself. I lay on this couch, sleep on the couch, which is a comfy couch. We've been sleeping on this couch every night since we got it, except for like one night. If my Xbox acts up and it turns itself off, I cannot physically get up and go over there and push the button to turn it back on. That happened to me just the other night, and I had to wait until my husband woke up and he had to go there and push the button for me. And then this morning I was really, really hot. Like I said, I've been up all night. I'm having trouble sleeping. My ankle is killing me right now. So I'm trying not to take my pain meds because I don't want to feel nauseous anymore. I'm tired of it. I had my husband flip the cold air back on. It's been kind of chilly here. Like, it was in the 50s there for a while, so we had the heat on because my husband was cold. Which is weird because he's usually not cold. But he switched it back over to cool for me, and it's cooled off in here finally. And I had him hand me a bottle of water. And then I couldn't sleep, so I went and took a bath. And then I come down here to talk to you all about post-surgery. So this is what I have to do. My sweet little foot. I can see my toes. I can move my toes. I can move it this way. I can move it that way. Whoop! That's my puppy dog. But as you can tell, it is on 3 pillows. So it's rough.